Hey guys, it's Bree the Coupon Queen. Welcome back to my channel. In today's highly requested video, I am going to share with you how I resell my stockpile. Ever since I posted on my Instagram that last year I made about $4,000 from profit of reselling the products I grab through couponing, I have been getting so many questions on how I do it and all the ins and outs. So I wanted to put together this video so you guys can learn the 5 steps that I take to reselling my stockpile. So if you're interested in making a little bit of side cash from the products you grab from couponing, stay tuned. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take a second and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss out when I post new ways that you can save or make money this year. So I am going to be going over 5 steps to reselling your stockpile. All of these products I grabbed from Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, of course, with the Scott products, and it's super easy to resell them. So tip number 1 or step number 1, where do you resell them? I have used LetGo. I've also tried OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. Personally, I use Facebook Marketplace, and the reason why, when I use LetGo and OfferUp, I got a lot of messages about the products, but not a lot of them turned into sales where they actually wanted to purchase the products. The place that I found the most success was Facebook Marketplace. Most of the people that reached out and were interested actually translated into sales. They came, picked up the products, and I was able to make some profit from it. So personally, I would recommend using Facebook Marketplace. So let's check it out, how you would post an ad and what my ad would look like so that you can attract as many people as possible to purchasing your products.
Okay, so you can do this right from your phone if you want. You're gonna click Marketplace right here. Then you are gonna click Sell, and you are selling items. You're gonna click Items. Then you can add the photos. I recommend adding some photos of just a bunch of items. That way it doesn't look like you're selling bundles. Totally up to you how you want to sell them. So then you're gonna add your title, the price. I usually just put like $1, $2, something like that, because everything is gonna be a different price. For the title, I usually put 50% off retail, oh, can't spell today, retail prices. Household items. That's usually what I put. Then the price, put like $1. Category, I put home and kitchen. Then you're gonna click household supplies and cleaning. Totally up to you, just various. Because you're selling so many different products, it's a little hard to put it under a specific category. Condition, it's new. You're not selling used Tide and used laundry products, used toothpaste, that's gross. So you wanna put condition is new. Brand, I don't fill out because again, there's so many different things that you're gonna be doing. Fill out your description. I usually put a little bit about myself. Hey, I am a couponer. I do extreme couponing and I wanna resell the products in my stockpile, blah, blah, blah. Then you're gonna put what you are listing, what you are selling. So you would put, Tide liquid, 40 ounce, $2.99. And you wanna make sure that you're putting how many you have available as well. So maybe you have 3. Then you're gonna put Palmolive, dish soap, 20 ounce. Maybe you're selling that for $1.49 and you have 10 available. So that is what you want to put in your description box. Tags, you can put up to 20 tags. So you want to put tags like resell, stockpile, couponing, extreme couponing, things like that in the tag. So if anyone is searching for this, your ad is going to come up. That way you can be seen from as many people as possible. Also, if you don't want your Facebook friends to see you doing this, then you can go ahead and hit hide from friends and you can just turn that button on. So that is totally up to you. Then you are going to hit next. You are going to put your location, so wherever you want your location to be. Let's do Orlando. Apply. Now I'm doing the location of 32801. Delivery method is pickup only, local. I don't ship anything out. I don't want to deal with that either, so I don't worry about it. Click next. And I'm selling on Marketplace, so you can list it if you're selling it to any of the groups that you're involved in. I'm just selling it on Marketplace, so then I would hit publish. I'm not going to click that because I'm not actually publishing it, but that is how easy it is to set up something on Facebook Marketplace for you to post all of the items that you are reselling.
Now let's get on to step number 2. A lot of people ask me, do you sell bundles or do you sell it a la carte? I personally sell a la carte, and the reason is I can put together a bundle like what you see here and offer it for, say, $50. I haven't done the exact math of how much this would be, but what I have found is A, it takes me a lot of time to put together the bundle and try to put together what I think people would want. And B, most of the time when people would reach out about my bundle, they want to customize it anyway. Instead of the Dove, can I have more Tresemme, and can I have a paper towel instead of the toilet paper, so on and so forth. So then it wound up changing the bundle so much anyway, and you don't want to risk substituting products and then losing money on what that product you would have sold for. So personally, I sell a la carte. Now, big tip, put a minimum spend. I personally don't want to spend the amount of time it takes for people to reach out and ask for, hey, I just want to buy 1 Tide laundry, or I need 2 shampoos. That takes a lot of time to meet them at a safe location and do the exchange for what, $5, $10? To me, that's not worth it. So I put a minimum spend of $20. Your minimum spend can be whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend putting it too high because the people that are purchasing the products from you are obviously trying to save money. So they're not gonna spend maybe $50, $75 in one swing. So that's why what I found from doing a little bit of research and trial and error, the $20 minimum spend worked perfect. Most people were able to do that. They were able to get a variety of products that they need to kind of help them out for the next couple weeks or what have you. So I sell my products a la carte. I list what I am selling in the ad. Try to keep it as updated as possible. That way people aren't reaching out for products you don't have. So that is something very, very important and leads us into step number 3. Make sure what you're selling is updated. Sometimes it can be tedious to check your inventory and change your inventory, things like that. So what I personally recommend is when you do a haul and you bring home the products, open up that Facebook ad, the Facebook Marketplace posting, and edit what you have. Now I have 5 Tresemmes and 2 Scott and 3 of this, so on and so forth. That way your inventory is always up to date. And when people reach out asking for, I want 3 of these, 4 of these, you actually have those products ready to go and you don't have to worry about, oh, let me check when I get home and things like that. Makes everything a lot more convenient because I have struggled with that in the past. Then I have to get home and check my inventory and, let them know, oh, I don't have it, and winds up kind of getting a little messy. So you want to make sure that you stay organized and keep your inventory up to date on your posting. That way people can purchase the product that you have available. Step number 4, what I recommend is, of course, meeting them at a location. Set a location that is close to you, maybe 2 locations around where you live, 1 to the north, 1 to the east, 1 to the west, whatever you want to do. That way it is a safe, secure location where you can go and meet the person, bring the products, they bring their cash, and you can give them the products so they're not coming to your house. I would not recommend that. Just pick like a, gas station or outside of Walmart or something that is a high traffic area in the daylight where there's plenty of people around. Make sure, of course, you are doing it safely so you don't put yourself at risk in any way. So also, I would recommend requesting cash. I have heard a lot of people run into issues with scams from Cash App and Venmo. I personally have not had that issue. I typically sell to the same people anyways. The more and more you resell your products, you're gonna get a lot of regulars that are gonna wind up purchasing from you pretty frequently, which makes it a lot easier. So I have not personally had any issues with Cash App, but I would just recommend cash. Of course, if they're gonna pay you with the $100 bill, hold it up to the light, make sure that it has the $100 bill strip in it, things like that. Make sure it's not fake money, but I haven't had any issues with that either. I would just recommend cash. No check, no credit card, debit card. I don't even know how you would accept that income anyway, so I would just do cash. Keep it simple. That way it can just be a quick exchange, count the cash, make sure it's right, and you're good to go. And step number 5, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, okay, I know about the Facebook ad, I know where to put it, I'm gonna meet people, I'm gonna figure out the locations that I'm willing to drive to meet people. Now you guys are probably wondering, pricing, how much do you charge? This of course is per person. Whatever you wanna charge is totally up to you. Couple tips on this. Number 1, I personally do 50% off of retail pricing. So if this sells for $5, as you see right on the package, then I would post it and sell it for $2.50. If you want to sell it for $3, $3.50, totally your choice. It's still giving your purchaser a discount, but in my opinion, I am getting these products so cheap. I want to help as many people as I can and offer it cheap to where I'm getting my money back, I'm making a little bit of profit, but the person buying from me is also saving a lot of money. That's just how I personally sell it. You also want to make sure you're competitive with other couponers who are reselling in your market. Of course, if you're in a bigger city, there's going to be more competition. So if everyone else is selling it for $2.50 and you're selling it for $3, you may not be able to get as many clients or as many people interested in your post. So it just really depends on how quickly you want to resell your products. I don't have a lot of space. A lot of you have reached out and asked for like a stockpile video. I don't really have a stockpile. I resell my inventory bi-weekly, like all of it gone bi-weekly. I sell to a couple people that come consistently and they buy from me in bulk. So everything I do in my hauls, how I rearrange what I'm going to be purchasing is based on what I know I can resell. So some of you would reach out and let me know, hey, this would be a better deal. This would be a great deal. And I love that you guys share those deals. Please always continue to do so. Sometimes I won't purchase something because I can't resell it. For example, those Listerine ready tabs. I don't personally have anyone who is willing to purchase those. I've actually never tried them either. So I would rather buy a Listerine that I can resell versus a Listerine ready tabs. Now, if it's gonna be free or a moneymaker, of course I will purchase it. That is a whole another video as far as what I buy and how I put together my hauls. So just for this video, that is why I purchased some of the different things that I do based on what I can resell. So for your pricing, I would recommend putting it right in the ad. That way you are eliminating back and forth messages of how much it is and haggling with people. I just put right in the title, half off retail pricing. I put a little description about myself. Hey, I'm a couponer, I'm reselling my stockpile, things like that. Then I list out everything that I have. For example, if you are reselling Tide laundry products. So this is regular price $11.94 at like Walmart. I base my pricing on Walmart. So if this is $11.99 at Walmart, I would be reselling it at half off at about $5.99. That's just how I do it. So if you were reselling this, I would put, all my laundry products, $5.99. I have 3 Tide Pods, 35 count, 2 Tide Liquid, 100 ounce, so on and so forth, and I would list it out. And of course, you want to put the quantity. So let's see what my ad would look like and how I would put together my pricing and show everybody exactly what I am charging for each product.
So this is a previous post I used to have. I do $2.99 each. I list out all of the different laundry products and how much is available. Then I have additional items, the fabric softeners, anything else that's not under that $2.99 category. Try to keep it as organized as possible. Then I get into other household items. So that is just an idea of what I do as far as what my post looks like and how much each product is, as well as how much I have available in the quantity per product.
So as you see, it's very straightforward. That way nobody has to reach out and ask a bunch of questions. I want to make sure that it is as easy and convenient for them as it is for me when I'm reselling all the products that I have. Now, as far as pricing, to kind of backtrack a little bit, a lot of you are probably wondering, how do you know how much you're making? If you are deciding to sell your products for half off retail pricing, and you know this is $5, and you're going to resell it for roughly $2.50, then when you're purchasing this, it has to be $2.50 or less, right? For you to purchase that product if you're reselling it. If you're gonna be using it yourself, that's totally up to you what you wanna buy your products for. But that's how you know that you're making a profit. Now, I don't know exactly, I'm making $1 on this and $2 on this, and per product, I don't break it down that way, because all of my expenses when I'm shopping, I put on a business card, and all of the profits I'm making, I put in a business account. So that way I see how much I am making and I see how much I am spending when I'm purchasing all of my products. So that is another big question that I got, is how do you know how much you're making and how to kind of keep that organized? I used to have the little stickers and I would write how much I bought it for and the cost of the product so that I would remember. But it wound up just being way too crazy and way too messy, and there was no point in me continuing to do that because the amount of time it was taking me to do so. So all you have to do is remember how much you're selling it for and make sure you're purchasing it for a price less than that, and then of course you are making profit. So if you want to do the sticker system, it just depends on how much you want to be reselling and how big you want this to be for you as a little side hustle or extra income. So I personally just do it where I pay for everything on a business account, and I wind up putting all my profits, of course, to that business account as well. So you want to make sure that you're keeping track of too. If you're doing a haul, say this is a haul, right? And my final cost was $10. This might have cost $2 of that $10, but what you're gonna do is the haul was $10. I bought 20 items. Each item wound up costing me about 50 cents per item, if that makes sense. So that's how you figure out how much you wound up actually spending per product. Then of course, you're gonna sell it for half off of the retail pricing, and that is how you can make a good amount of money from reselling your stockpile. And it helps the person purchasing it from you because you're selling it for a discount. They don't have to go and do the coupons and go to the store, things like that. They can come to you, purchase it, they're getting a really good deal, and it can be convenient because they can purchase from you pretty consistently. So another thing you want to keep track of course, is your accounting. You do have to pay taxes, of course, on any profit that you make. So I will be paying taxes on the $4,000 that I made from last year. So the website that I use is ways.com. It will be linked below in the description box. I'm not an affiliate for them. I don't get paid from them. That's just who I use. So it's a good resource if you want to use them. It's really simple. You create the customer. You put exactly what your list out each item. I sold them 2 Tresemme. I don't go as far as 2 Tresemme and it's this style and it's the full body and it's this scent. I just say 2 Tresemme, 28 ounce, this much. You can add taxes, whatever you want to do. You can send the invoice to the person. If they want a receipt, you can send them a receipt through that as well, whether they pay cash or if you're okay with accepting Cash App, totally up to you. So I use that website. It makes it super easy. And then at the end of the year, I can print off exactly how much I made. So those are the 5 main steps for you to start reselling your stockpile. Hopefully that answers most of your questions. If you guys have any additional questions, of course, drop a comment below. Don't forget to smash the like button for me and feel free to share this video with anyone else who is possibly thinking about what to do with their stockpile and how to potentially resell it for a nice little extra income. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.